Now you got something like this, right? Isolate the character, and if we come here and we use a mask, make sure symmetry is turned on, and we just do this. Let me check that. Okay, that is fine. What you're gonna want to do here is to go into the subtool panel right here, duplicate that character, go all the way down here, visibility, hide. And once we've done that and we use the gizmo to move it around, only the part of the mesh that we had masked out is now visible. And we can just do this to put it more into the right position. And the next thing you're going to want to do here is go into geometry. Let's just delete higher and Z remesher, let's say half, so that we can lower the polygon count. And it's also very important that you actually delete the hidden part. And how you do that is go into the modify topology and just choose delete hidden. And now the part that we had isolated is now gone. Go into Z remesher and lower the polygon count a bit. Now it's at 10,000 polygons. And what we can do here is, let's say we can go down to the masking and we can set this to border mask by feature. And what I want to do here is we can just grow this mask a little bit and then invert the mask. And the other thing that you're going to want to do here is to polish the edges, just like this. We'll just polish that, make sure that thing is beautiful there. And you know what? We're actually going to use another Z remesh right here. We're going to remesh that once again, remesh it again. And if we turn on the poly count, you can see that is very low. That is a very low poly count there, which is exactly what you want. Remesh that again, and there we go. I think that's fine. Now we come here, we use a mask. That actually seems like we're taking out a lot. We'll do this, flip that, and we can just do something like that. Now, actually wait, we'll make a poly group out of that. Move this somewhere like that. Isolate this and flip that. Now with that selected, let's go into dynamics, gravity on brushed, inflate, expand, let's say collision volume, dynamics, reduce this inflate a little bit, go back to dynamics, run simulation. Okay, things are happening, but okay, wait a minute, we need a higher poly count, but there's also another issue. Actually, let's make sure that keep groups is enabled here and Z remesh that. Isolate this once again, and okay, B, isolate that, mask it, and now this is what we've got. This is what we got, right? Maybe we can shrink the mask a little bit. Maybe okay, let's just keep it at that. Turn off the poly frame, go into dynamics once again, and run simulation. Now you can see we're getting a decent result there. We're getting a decent result actually, but it's just very low poly, which is why you cannot see it. But if we enable dynamic subdivision, you can see we're actually getting a decent amount of folds and flow there. It's really good. Let's try this. We remove that, go back into dynamics, run simulation, something like this, and turn that on. And now you can see we're getting you can kind of see the vision now, right? Let me try this again. What we can do here is maybe if we increase like gravity, strength of the gravity, maybe actually 35 seems like kind of crazy. Let's put that like 20. Okay, now it actually looks kind of, actually prefer the other one. So let's drop this back down a little bit. Okay, what we want to do here, run this simulation, and you want to stop it very quickly for this, because I don't want this to get too long. That's why I'm stopping it so fast. And that actually, it's not bad. Let me move this with the move brush. You can push that in a little bit, come back here. I'm just so that it's kind of hidden behind this other mesh. Oh, okay, I see what the issue is here now. It's because okay, let's put it like this. Okay, and what we're gonna do here is isolate that, bring this back, and we can go back to the dynamics, run simulation. You can see the vision. You can see the vision now. You can see the vision. Let's come down here. We can reduce the inflate maybe. Dynamics. We can increase gravity. Let's come here. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Let me try to come up here, do this, and then we can pull this down a little bit. Pull this down a little bit, something like this. And keep that. Oh, wait. What happened to the poly group? Okay. We can do this, mask that out, use the gizmo to go down a little bit, mask that, flip the mask, turn off the poly frame, go into dynamics, run simulation. And okay. If you're seeing through the mesh like what's happening here, what you actually want to do is go into display properties and enable double. It's because of the normal. The reason you can't see on one side of the map or on the object, but you can see through it. You can see if we flip it, now we can see on this side, but we can't see on the other one. So if you just want to not deal with that, all you got to do is you either have to increase the thickness of the mesh or enable double. So I chose to do that. And now you can see we actually have a relatively nice cape. And something else you can do is to press Control Shift, open this up, and maybe you could do something like this. You can disable symmetry, Control Shift plus Alt, and you can kind of remove a side of the cape itself. Oh, the reason dynamic subdivision is not working right now because we've got a hidden mesh. If we could delete that, now it's working again. And you can see that you're getting one side of the mesh that is really long. I've seen some capes having a similar style to this. You can do something like this. Maybe you can move it around BMV, come up here. You can move this around, give it a bit of a style there, and put that underneath, like underneath the armor, something like this. And this way, you can also, of course, you can add thickness. You can see now you have a really cool cape going on there. And I also want to show you something else. If we go to which one is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. That's also how I was able to make this and this over here, but as well as this. And really for that is I just made them in the middle and then I moved them around to the side that I wanted them to be, like underneath the shoulder guard there and underneath this like thigh guard or something, I don't know. But that's how I did that there. And this one, obviously you know how to do that.